In the last part, we saw that Godzilla was attacked by a wolf and inserted a sword into his chest. After fighting for a long time, King Kong took out the sword and gave it to the wolf, after which the wolf left the place.
And in the beginning of this part we see Godzilla who has a lot of wounds in his body and is very much injured, and King Kong comes to him and says that quickly apply this mud to his wound, but Godzilla looks at the soil and flatly refuses because there are many earthworms in the soil, and says that I am feeling hungry so I should eat, and after hearing this King Kong goes from there to find food very fast. Goes, and after some time King Kong comes with a lot of monsters, and now these two are cooking him, but when King Kong inserts the stick into a live wolf from behind, I can clearly know it high that King Kong is very cruel, but what to do, it is the law of the jungle. And now both of them are cooking these wolves very comfortably, and just like that laughing and having fun together. This time is great for both of them to strengthen their bond, and now both eat meat, and Godzilla gets a lot of evolution points, which after that his devouring skill increases as well as heals all his wounds. And now thinking of all the monsters in Godzilla Island, he will have to make himself stronger very soon, because maybe going forward he may have to fight a war with these reptiles, because all the monsters that were there earlier had fought a war with reptiles, but they were all defeated, so now Godzilla will have to continuously eat other monsters, so that he can get more evolution points. After that, Godzilla remembers that where is the bird that he attacked with his explosive breath, so Godzilla asks King Kong where the bird fell. Then King Kong tells that there, and then it's after Godzilla is overjoyed to find the bird he has taken, because he has to eat chicken leg piece, and I also want to eat, but it will take some more time. And when he is going ahead and sees that there is no one at that place, the bird has already left. Godzilla is very disappointed after seeing this because he really wants to eat chicken. Then after that the system comes there and Godzilla asks where the bird has gone. Then after that the system comes there and Godzilla asks where the bird has gone. Then the system tells that at this place there is a kind of energy when a monster comes in human form. Then this energy comes out from inside. It means in the last part we saw a girl. It could mean the same death bird, but Godzilla is very confused. Is it true in that date birth can turn into a human form? Then Godzilla blames the system that you must have given him the transformation fruit. Then the system flatly refuses and tries to leave the side. But what can even Godzilla do? And then the system tells you, don't you remember what happened before when that bird ate that fruit? It was that Mana came in form, after which he fell down. Then that date bird came in front and ate him by taking out the crystal from the dead man so that he recovered. It means she already knew about all these things and she could already change into human form. So now Godzilla understands that this can happen, and also King Kong is very upset because he does not understand who Godzilla is talking to, because till now King Kong doesn't know anything about the system. Then the system tells Godzilla, if you want to know how that bird can transform into human form, for that we have to hold it and look inside its body. But Godzilla says, if you want to know about all these things, then you go and find out yourself. I am not going to help you anything, and I have to upgrade myself again, and this is my territory. I am not going to leave it and go anywhere. After this Godzilla tells King Kong that if you have eaten all the monsters in your territory, come on now, let's go to my territory. There will be a lot of monsters that we will eat very comfortably. And with this now 1 week passes and still King Kong, Godzilla and Rat, these three are partying together and a lot, killing monsters very easily, cooking them and eating them. Life should be like this. After this, now Godzilla calls the system and signs in, and as soon as he signs in, he gets a skill which is roar power. Because of this power, whenever Godzilla roars, then for some time his enemy is there will stop. Then after this system says congratulations to Godzilla and tells that he just got a gift pack which is for Beast, and after hearing this Godzilla becomes more happy and asks to show him, and system tells that now the option of shopping has come in the system. You can easily buy new skills from it. Then after this the system opens its mouth and this store is inside the system's mouth. This is the strangest shop in the world, which is inside someone's mouth. Then after this the system shows Godzilla new skills. And lots of other items, which the first product is its name is Fruit of Thunder, which is from Pirate King World and it increases speed like light, and the second product is its name is Taiji Zhanlunyan and it is from Yanying World, and the third product is Titanium, which is from Titanium Worlds and it is there is a Titanium Man version mecha. And after that Godzilla checks the price of all these products, and when Godzilla comes to know the price of all these products, he cannot say anything because the prices of all these products are very high, which is it is very difficult for a poor Godzilla to buy them, and Godzilla tells the system that all these products are very high, but the system says that these are all other world products. For this you have to pay high delivery charges, so Godzilla now starts looking at other products, but every single product their price is very high, which is beyond the budget of Godzilla. He just want to get some product which is worth 1 million, but he can't find it in the system, so Godzilla says I can buy from the store now. Going out, the system stops Godzilla and says wait, you can't go without taking anything from the store. Then the system shows him some other product which is worth 1 million, and this product is barbecue special sauce, which I don't even know what it is useful for, but Godzilla buys that product without having much option, and the system blows that product out of its mouth, which looks very dirty. How is it has a system? And when Godzilla sees this thing, he also finds it very dirty. So now he feeds that product to King Kong, which probably King Kong likes very much, and we viewers feel very bad. Does a friend do the same with his friend? And now both of them sit and eat their food comfortably. And then after that Godzilla calls the system and checks the map. He wants to know what he has done around this island, which is the place where King Kong and Godzilla can go. Then after this the system explains Godzilla in full detail. Then after that Godzilla points out a place and says that this place belongs to King Reptiles, and last time King Kong's family went to fight them and they never came back, and the number of reptiles is increasing now, which is very dangerous for this world. I have to defeat King Reptiles by any means. Also take revenge of King Kong's family because King Kong is my very good friend. Then after that Godzilla King Kong says that I have a dream, I want to be the king of all monsters, and after hearing this King Kong doesn't understand anything. He is thinking maybe it is some food item. Then Godzilla says leave it, let it be, now let's finish our food. And then suddenly a gift comes from above and that gift falls directly into King Kong's food, and when King Kong smells then says that it is poop. Don't know what else will be seen in this part, and the same strange creatures that poop are flying in the air, and now King Kong is very angry. So one jumps and tries to catch those creatures, but King Kong manages to reach there and starts falling back down. Pulls himself up but is too angry, so goes to a stone height, tries to lift him, but he is too heavy for King Kong. So in the meantime Godzilla enters and says why don't I show you my new skill which I have just got, making a sound of electric roar, due to which he gets stoked there and becomes more happy because its power is increasing very much. And Godzilla says to King Kong that look, you are sister ape and also a woman, and I am very happy here. I'm going to be king soon, so I have to deal with all the little things. And their King Kong is also thinking it seems that those who are brothers have to eat more. They have to become very strong. And then Godzilla says that from tomorrow we are going to start our special training from King Kong, and I will train you that how can you be a woman, will be able to become. Then after this Godzilla remembers what he trained in his previous life and he starts thinking about them. Now he remembers how to train. Now Godzilla starts preparing for his special training. Now he has made a complete plan how he will train for 1 month, and in this training he will also include King Kong so that he can make fry pig of monsters, and says like we will improve. Then after that Death Bird and that sword bearer wolf is ours, nothing will be able to spoil. But King Kong has no meaning with this training. He just wants his food, and Godzilla also understands this. So Godzilla gives greed to King Kong, and this greed really works on King Kong. When he sees this product he becomes very happy, and now he will help in Godzilla's special training, and this lets us know that this world is just full of foodies, and Godzilla is now 1000 times preparing to do a pull-up. All he has to do is jump up and grab this stick, but take it King Godzilla's hand doesn't know his hand is too small, so now he jumps and grabs the stick with his jaw, and when King Kong looks here he can't understand. It looks like a chicken is tied to its head to be cooked in a stick, but the one who is King Kong is very agile and easily climbs on it and says, "You also come hold my hand," but Godzilla refuses and says that now we have to run, and now both are running. King Kong is running over the crocodile and Godzilla is coming behind him. All the monsters are here. Godzilla and King have ruined their life, but King Kong is too much. He is smart because he needs the product so that he can make meat more tasty and eat it, as well as all the other monsters. He is very upset with both of them, and now King Kong and Godzilla are training for combat fight, in which Godzilla has done one of his attacks which falls on King Kong and he falls far away. And Godzilla comes to King Kong, hands him, but it was a trick, and punches Godzilla, which makes a scar on Godzilla's eye, and Godzilla gets very angry, and after that he uses his explosive breath to create havoc everywhere because now Godzilla has become more powerful than before and he wants to defeat King Reptiles soon. Then after this the system comes there and says, "You will hardly be able to train well in your monster form." Then Godzilla says, "Then system Kia, I can go from monster form to human form and do my special training with it." Then system says, "Yes, or is it possible maybe?" Then the system tells Godzilla the technique so that he can transform into human form, and Godzilla says, "Then I would like to transfer King Kong back to human form with me and continue my special training if you are human, if you want to turn from form to monster. Then for that you have to break the crystal butt, but if you want to come from human to monster form you have to unite like a broken pill." But don't know Godzilla must have understood something or not, but still he kill King Kong. Godzilla calls and tells him the technique, and now they both sit down to transform themselves into human form and feel the power inside them. But Godzilla has a very strong susu, so he goes to the toilet. Goes to toilet and takes toilet comfortably at one place, and when he looks back, King Kong is not there and he is very surprised to see where did King Kong go. He starts looking here and there. And only then he feels someone behind the rock, and when he goes in front, King Kong has come back in human form, which is very surprising for Godzilla. Then Godzilla thinks, "Can I really come in human form?" And thinking this, now he also starts feeling his power, and Godzilla doing this, a lot of time also goes from afternoon to evening. But still no result is seen. Godzilla says, "This is very impossible for me, I am not able to feel anything," and gets very angry and starts taking out his anger on King Kong and attacks him, now ready to do it, but then he feels something that somewhere I am not able to feel the power which I want to feel properly. I have to break myself. That's why the explosive breath is now he swallows it with his own mouth so that there is a blast in his stomach and he again turns back to human, and I look very happy because now he has finally come in human form and now he is very happy. He can do his training comfortably, so now he starts roaming around King Kong and starts his training. Gets up, and the next morning Godzilla has started his training, but King Kong is still sleeping, and that's why Godzilla wakes him up by shouting, and then suddenly the girl attacks Godzilla and starts killing him and says, "How dare you wake me up? This is the right thing never to wake up a sleeping King Kong." But now they both have started their training, but Godzilla's condition is very bad, he has to recover again, and he new skill is also needed, and now again transforms into Godzilla. King Kong says, "Why did you transform into Godzilla again?" Godzilla tells that, "I have found the place of King Reptiles, now we are going there." And after hearing this, King Kong becomes very happy, and now these people reach the place of reptiles and are watching that place from a distance, but only then King Kong is able to attack those reptiles with great speed. And Godzilla is very upset when he sees this comes. Because their number may be very much, but still King Kong doesn't care about anything, he just has to fight. So now King Kong starts fighting with these reptiles and kill them in big way, starts hitting badly, and there comes a lot of reptiles which are looking very dangerous, and then Godzilla comes from behind and says, "King Kong, after all, how will you be able to fight alone with all these replies? Now we have special training is done, now see, we will defeat all these monsters very easily today. Finally I will fight with all these reptiles and kill them." But Godzilla says, don't you think that there are too many reptiles here and we both are not here soon enough and are killing these reptiles, but still it is very fun to kill these reptiles. Godzilla co and Godzilla says that today we will cook and eat them with great pleasure, and after hearing this, King Kong gets very excited because he can only see food in front of him, but the number of reptiles should be less. There are many who are coming directly towards them, but only then a sound comes from inside this cave, and after hearing this the reptiles and King Kong and Godzilla stop there, and all the reptiles they start going after that voice, which makes King Kong very angry because he just wants to eat them. But now the victim of King Kong is going away from King Kong and Godzilla is very confused. What was that voice and why did he go back from this fight? First of all we should know about this thing. But King Kong is not going to listen to anyone. It goes straight to his food to bring it back, and now both of them reach inside and the atmosphere inside is very weird and it smells very bad. Godzilla with his compass checking with the help of is there no monster around here, but it is very strange they don't see any monsters there, but suddenly when both of them look up then lots of reptiles attack on both of them. Now Godzilla and King Kong are surrounded and the reptiles attack Godzilla with poison, which is a green colored liquid, and this makes Godzilla very angry and to use his explosive breath ready, but then suddenly someone is coming very fast to these two, which is looking very dangerous, and Godzilla sights King Kong so that the attack of that big reptiles falls on Godzilla, who's because of this, he goes far away and collides with the wall and gets injured, and only then the same thing appears in front of it. A big reptile comes and is about to attack it, but Godzilla blocks his attack with his hands, and then this reptile is about to make an attack on Godzilla with his mouth and attacks it with his poison, which that Godzilla's hand starts burning and it hurts a lot, and it is king of the six joints venom, which is very dangerous. Its length is 60 meters and it weighs 4,800 tons, which removes venom from its mouth and attacks Godzilla with great speed, but Godzilla survives his attack, and when Godzilla sees the power of his venom, which is like acid that melts whatever it touches, Godzilla is now in trouble. It is now in front of this reptiles, because of which King Kong and Godzilla are unable to move, and these reptiles do multiple attacks on Godzilla, and after seeing this, Godzilla goes into a frenzy because it can attack continuously, which Godzilla can't do and will hardly survive.
Hey guys, if you like this video, so please subscribe my channel. I will upload next part very soon.